Now playing the Hook and Bridge podcast.
I fucking love Kesha. I'm telling you, I'm the worst person to have a podcast. I can barely speak.
Oh my god, I love this!
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I am your host, Harley, joined, as always, by my little sister and co-host, Taylor.
That's me.
This is the Hook and Bridge podcast. We have some super special guests joining us here in a little bit. We're trying something different. We've never done this during an interview before, but we're going to try and give you a little fun pre-show to the interview because I know that a lot of people enjoy our banter about random stuff.
Yes.
So
sorry, I'm super washed out because this is so bright back here because that light is hitting and I look like I'm part of the room.
yeah, don't worry about
Okay,
that stuff.
that's fine.
The only thing I can do.
No. It's
is-
okay. It's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
It's A-okay.
You said you had news?
I do. Charlotte Good was born today.
Charlotte Good?
Jax, the girl who did all of the like funny skit music videos with the girl she used to babysit. You would know her if you saw her, but she was having a baby and I think she was overdue. I think that baby was overcooking and she came in the middle of a tornado warning.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And her husband's last name is Good. Well, hers is Good too. But they said when they started dating that they were going to, if they had a daughter, her name would be Charlotte, like Good Charlotte, but it's Charlotte Good because they're big music lovers. Anyways.
Yeah, congratulations, Mazel Tov.
And Alex the Great, the bunny, is had a tumor removed and he is healing very well. I don't know if anyone you guys didn't know who that was, but he's a big deal.
Hey, I'm sure somebody listening knows.
I'm not saying that he's a celebrity, but he's a celebrity.
Here's a question for you.
Mhm.
So, movies, right? We've
Yeah.
been talking a lot about movies.
Can I move this closer to me?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wanna,
yeah, yeah.
like, the weight of the world is on my shoulders, so I want to lean back a little.
So Desert Island movie.
What?
You've never played Desert Island?
I don't know what that is.
Desert Island is a fun game.
Okay.
It's where hypothetical, you're on a desert island, you can
Mhm.
only bring one movie. You're stranded forever.
Oh,
One movie forever.
okay.
What's your Desert Island movie?
Oh, that's so hard to choose.
I know the world is thinking I'm going to pick Jurassic Park, but I'm not.
See, I was thinking about picking Jurassic Park.
As your Desert Island watch
As my
forever
desert-
movie?
Yeah, well, the thing with me is when I get hooked, I get hooked. Like, I could watch something a bajillion times and be okay with it. But I'm going to be honest with you. I think I'm going to go Barbie.
Barbie?
Yeah.
The classic Margot Robbie, what's his name? Ryan Gosling film?
Yeah.
Okay. All
I think
right.
I'm going to go Barbie because I would panic about dinosaurs being on the island. I know that's, like, probably not going to happen. But what if it does, you know?
Mine is a toss-up. I've got two options.
Okay.
Number one, Forrest Gump.
Interesting.
Number two,
Mhm.
I just had it. Forrest Gump or Anchorman.
Anchorman's a good movie.
Those would be my two.
Anchorman's a really good movie.
Here's a good question for
Mhm.
you. Let's say that you had to introduce like an alien species to music. You know what I mean? Like they've never
Yeah.
heard
Yeah.
music before. What is your
Got it.
introduction
Got it.
to an alien species?
Everyone knows her. She's short and she's sweet.
Really?
It's gonna be Sabrina Carpenter.
You're gonna come right out the gates
with Sabrina Carpenter.
That's crazy.
Because I want them to fall in love. You know what I mean?
They're gonna do something, but I don't think it's gonna be falling in love.
No, I think they are. No, probably. Honestly, I don't know.
It's a really tough concept.
Well, if you think about it, when babies come out, they're kind of like aliens. So what would you introduce your baby to for the first time? For me, introducing your baby, it actually was in fact Sabrina Carpenter.
I don't know because I play a lot of music for him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what the first song was that I showed him. It wasn't.
Home now.
No, it wasn't that. I mean, well, when he was coming out,
It was
he came
Arms
out
Wide
to
Open.
music. No, he
Was
came
it?
out to Birthday Party by
AJR.
AJR.
Nice.
Isn't that great?
That's really good.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the first like album I threw on was. There's a chance it was Stained, but I doubt it.
What if we did Pink Floyd? I feel like if you're going to introduce an alien to something, but you would have
too
to.
Intense.
You think so? Because I would have them watch the music video too, and they'd be like, "I get it."
I would introduce them to that old timey song that's like "Hello, my baby, hello, my baby."
Yeah.
And then show them the cartoon.
What show would you introduce
Family
them to?
Guy. 100% Family Guy.
Really?
I would start from the first episode
Yeah.
of Family Guy, and I'd be like, "Listen, we're gonna give this 10 episodes, and then you're gonna want to sit and watch the whole thing, front to back." Family Guy.
I would introduce them to Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Of all of the shows, Family Guy is such a better option.
I think so. I think Brooklyn Nine-Nine or The Rookie. I've been Rookie
I'll
kick.
be honest with you, it's a toss-up between Family Guy and Teen Titans Go. I think Teen Titans Go, if you're listening and you're an adult, and
Teen Titans Go is great.
There's a handful of adults out there that are like, cartoons are for children, and I agree for the most part.
Are they? I
and
don't
this
agree with that.
cartoon specifically is for children, but it's one of the best written. Like, it's so funny.
It's so funny. And it's like a some of it is a dumb funny.
Yes.
And then
perfect.
What's another good show that I watched just to like throw it on? Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, that's
your baby and I have been watching a lot of SpongeBob lately.
Yeah.
He likes the colors.
Phineas and Ferb is a little too concept heavy. You know
I think
what I mean?
I like a concept heavy show.
Well, yeah.
Here's a question. If you had amnesia, if you woke up and lost your memory, what's the one thing that you would be so excited to watch again? As if it were the first time.
As if it was the first time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough. I don't know, man. It's
really?
It's a toss up between Pokemon for the first time.
Okay.
Or The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay. Mine is a one and only Criminal Minds. If I could go back
and watch it for the first time again.
Here's the thing is I never watched it I have watched it start to finish, but growing up it was always just kind of like on, right?
Mhm.
That SVU, like all of those shows at some point were just on. But when 2020 hit and I couldn't go to school and I was just stuck in my room, it was on Netflix and I watched start to finish. I mean, 8 to 10 hours a day.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I finished it at an alarming rate. And then, which is crazy because I was always home alone. So then I would just like convince myself that someone was in the house. But I since then have watched a majority up to like season 13-ish, maybe. Because that's all they had on Netflix. So up to about that season, I've watched 4 or 5 times in order, which is a lot.
So while we have a little bit of time here before we jump into this interview with the one and only Lives Lost, you guys are going to love this interview. It's going to be fucking incredible. These guys are so cool, so down to earth. It's going to be awesome.
Too bad they won't be able to see me.
We are doing a live show from Bohemian Amigos to send Taylor off to Florida. That is going to be June 8th.
Come and visit, guys.
From 2 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Can I print out headshots and sign them?
Yes.
And give them to people?
Is
that really crazy?
Promo pictures this weekend.
Okay.
I've been saying it for a while, but
Let's do it.
Pictures. So anyways, we're going to be doing live from Bohemian to send Taylor off. There's going to be a live performance from me. I'm going to perform for 30 minutes. There's going
30
to be
30 minutes? I thought it was only 3 songs.
30 minutes.
Do I get to pick the set list?
Nope. I thought I was going to let you, but instead I'm doing something else. I don't want to give it away.
Okay, that's fine.
Something super special to the show.
Not for me. That's crazy. I'm just letting you know that if you play that one song that I actually really, really hate, that I'll
no
myself at Bohemian Amigos.
No, I won't. I won't do that. So 30 minutes, and then we're gonna do a live podcast.
Yes.
We're gonna
Yep,
play
yep.
a game called Name That Tune.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do music Jeopardy, where I'm gonna pick 3 contestants from the crowd, have them come up and sit and actually play a traditional Jeopardy with music. We got a handful of other surprises.
exciting.
There's going to be giveaways. I have surprise guests.
Wow.
Yeah.
There will not be chips and dip.
No, there will not.
I was
be.
informed that I could not make chips and dip.
But there will be surprise guests. It's going to be awesome. You guys.
Now, if other people brought chips and dip, am I still not allowed to eat their chips and dip?
That's up to them. If they want to share snacks with you, that's on you. And that's between you and God, bud.
Okay. God knows how I feel about chips and dip.
The thing is, you don't know. What if you get a weed-laced snack?
Looks like we're in for a show. Imagine
That would
if I
be
start panicking.
crazy.
At least I know I'd be in safe hands. I feel like you and Eric would take good care of me if I was accidentally drugged.
I would. Eric would be like, "Where'd you get it?"
Harley would take great care of me. That's my biggest fear, is to accidentally be like weed bombed. That happened to our mom.
Yeah.
And she thought she was dying.
Yeah, that's why we don't accept food from people.
Well,
but yeah, so if you have the time, come
bring your
check
dogs.
us out. Bohemian Amigos record shop in Hampton, Virginia, doing a live show there. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be giveaways. I have a whole this box has been sitting here for months. It is filled to the brim with stuff to give away.
Exciting.
It's going to be awesome. We're going to have an absolute blast. So anyways,
can I do a quick 30 second gripe?
Sure.
I'm tired of the people here.
Of Hampton?
Yeah, and not letting me pet their dogs. Listen. I have had a handful of people, because life's too short. You asked to pet the dog, right? And if you're like, I went to go on a walk the other day, and the dude was like, "Hey, I don't know how my dog will react," and I'm like, we should just find out. But I'll support it of not petting your dog if you say no. But I was in the pet store today, and I went to pet this cute little dog. She was so adorable. She had a little bow, so cute. And I asked the girl, I said, "Hey, you mind if I pet your dog?" And she was annoyed that I asked. Like was annoying. She was like, "Yeah, like I guess so."
I mean,
anywho,
I don't know, but I'm sort of on their side. I don't ask to pet dogs.
I do. You know why? Because it makes me so mad when I'm walking Biscuit and nobody asks to pet her, because she loves when people pet her. She loves it. And I'm like, if I can especially if your dog's on a leash and he's walking over to me, I'm going to ask to pet your dog. Now, for the most part, if you have headphones on and we're all minding our own business, I won't, right? Like time and place for it, obviously. Read the room, But like, you're in a pet store with your dog. Why would I not ask to pet the dog?
I just feel like we're at a point in society where people don't necessarily want you asking them that. I don't know, man. It is weird. I find it weird.
There's no way. Actually, forget everything I just said. Take me off the show. What do you mean? Our guests are here.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask them. Actually. What do you mean?
Well, it's the whole idea of like walking up to a stranger and asking to pet their dog. The concept of walking up to a stranger
I'm
in
not
general
walking
and
up.
asking
I'm not walking up.
any question
No. I'm not walking up. We are passing. Like, if I'm walking, we're passing. And like, if their dog is coming near me, I'll take my headphones off and be like, "Hey, do you mind if I pet your dog?" I'm not walking up and being like, "Can I pet that dog?" I'm not doing that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, read the room, time and place. But in Ohio, people love when you pet their dogs. Like, on campus, everyone had their dogs. I pet so many dogs on campus. Life is too short. Pet the dogs.
Everyone around here just kind of keeps to themselves. Nobody
it's
wants
not
to be
even
bothered.
that. They're just like, they're like mean about it. Like, you don't have to be mean.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like, why are you don't be annoyed. Also, why does your dog look so pettable? She has a bow in her hair. What do you mean? It's fine. All right.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's your gripe?
That was my gripe, but I guess never mind. I'm barking up the wrong side of the tree. Pun unintended.
All right.
It's crazy.
So, everybody, we are getting ready to jump into this interview, and You're gonna love this one. We'll be right back. Tanis,
Hey
how are
guys,
you, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm actually about to pull up to my house. I timed my trip a little wrong, but yeah, I heard that dog conversation too. I don't know if you guys could hear me.
We could not.
No, I hadn't added
I
you, but
I am
please
a pet
weigh
that dog
in.
person. Just so you guys know, I'm a can I pet that dog person. So
See, it's a normal thing.
Well, I
I
mean, I
think it's a
love
normal
dogs.
thing for like happily dispositioned people. You know, I
Yeah.
think not happy people don't get it. Like you have to be like I know that sounds weird, but you have to be like a very certain type of person to be a pet that dog person, I feel
See?
like, you know?
And life is too I used to be too shy to do it. I used to be like, I'm not
Okay.
gonna do that. But then as I got older, I'm like, I would love to pet that dog. Like I just
Yeah,
need to,
I
I
love
just
that.
need to give this dog love.
I agree with that.
See, it's not weird. I think people should be more nice around here about it.
People are miserable in general, I feel like. We're in a weird
agree.
place as a society.
Ain't that the
I
truth?
agree. Or also, like, if you don't want someone to pet your dog, don't walk it. That's how I feel now.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But like,
That's
I don't know.
hilarious.
Tanis, will the rest of the band be joining us, or is it just going to be you today?
It's just going to be me today. So I'm not going to lie to you. Normally, the other guys rarely are on podcast appearances.
That's understandable.
Just number one, I write everything, so I think for them it's like, what do we talk about?
Right,
Sometimes.
right.
But number two, it's also like my guys. I'm the only guy with like a 9 to 5. Well, actually, our new guitar player has a 9 to 5 too. But the other guys work like more gig jobs, I guess. Like Chad's a pizza delivery driver. My bass player and co-vocalist, he's a pizza delivery driver.
Mm-hmm.
My drummer Alan, he works at a hotel.
Yeah.
And Aaron, that just left the band, was doing like I don't know what he was doing actually. He had a weird job, honestly. I feel like bus driver. Who's a bus driver? There we go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, not where I was going with it.
Okay.
What pizza place?
Chad works for Papa John's. Better pizza,
Nice.
baby.
Better pizza.
Love
I
that.
like it. Papa John's.
I used to work at Pizza Hut. Can't out Pizza the Hut.
Well, that kind of works out because most of the questions that I had prepared were for you.
I love that.
But I will say, when you run into Chad, let him know that Taylor and I are diehard Dragon Ball Z fans.
Well, I'll let him know. I love that.
Oh, if I could watch a show, if I had amnesia and I could
would
watch it
be
all,
one?
that would be one of them.
Yeah, 100%. Rewatching your favorite anime as an adult, lovely experience.
I would also watch Parasite again if I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
I need to watch that.
It's so good.
I can only watch anime when my wife's in bed. She does not enjoy the anime. What'd you say, baby? She doesn't get it.
It's okay.
That's my wife. That's
Yeah.
my wife. So did they tell you anything about the show? Are you familiar with us?
Not really. So I actually peeped your page earlier because you followed me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yes, let me look this up. Looks like you guys generally combine like comedy stuff with serious stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
From show to show.
Yeah,
So,
it's a
I
lot
like
of
that.
it's a lot of that can we pet this dog banter mixed in with the music.
Yeah.
My type of banter.
I am going to try something new today. I didn't tell Taylor. I'm going to give you a new intro that I haven't done this before.
A new intro.
Yeah. So just for my sanity, I am going to give a quick countdown,
Okay.
and then we'll jump right back in and we'll start this interview. You ready, sir?
I am ready.
Wait, can I ask a quick question
Sure.
before we do that? So, are we cutting dog banter out?
I'm going to put that up as a bonus clip.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be
okay.
That's going to be for the people.
Because that was my only question.
For the people on the Patreon, you know?
Yeah. Got it. Okay.
All right. And we'll go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. All right. We are back, everybody. Please put your hands together for an incredible artist. This band is up and coming. They're from Hershey, Pennsylvania. The new EP is out right now. It's called Home. Features the song Numb the Pain and a personal favorite of mine called Found. If you're listening in your car, I want you to absolutely lose your fucking shit. I want you to flip off the guy next to you. I want you to do a drum roll on the steering wheel. Taylor, do a drum roll. Ready? Without further ado, everybody, please welcome Tanis for the band Lives Lost. What's up, man?
Guys, how we doing?
How corny was that?
I loved it. I love corny stuff, man. Don't ever let me gauge your corniness. I am I'm corny as shit.
Oh, I love it.
So my first question is, what are we drinking? I see a nice pour.
So I recently, it's funny you ask. I recently hopped off the wagon, but only beer and wine. So I have a Rita's Blonde Ale from Chick Shinny Brewery out of Philly.
In a Yingling glass.
And it's in a Yingling glass, of course.
So we are originally from like the eastern side of Ohio. So like 40-ish minutes from Pittsburgh. What's that?
Did you grow up with Yingling then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's my wife's favorite beer.
That checks out. I don't drink beer.
Yeah, Taylor doesn't drink beer.
I'm a wuss.
So let's talk about the new EP, man. You guys have a very interesting, like, harder rock sound that I would compare to like. So on your side, I think the PR department compared you to like Beartooth, which, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
But not really. Like,
yeah,
you guys aren't that's you're more of like a Five Finger, or there was this awesome band, what the hell was their name? I saw them with Godsmack. What the hell was their name? I can't remember their name right now. They sing a song called I'll Die Trying. The Art of Dying. That was the band.
I remember Art of Dying. Yeah, great rock band.
Yeah. You guys have much more of that sound with like you have some growls in there, but it's nothing like extreme. It's not like a Pierce the Veil or anything.
No, I mean some of the songs, but not many of them. You're right. Like, I think also like the way that I scream is pretty like it's my actual voice, but my lower octave of my voice. So like when I scream, I'll do like one of my lower singing notes. So I'm warming up. I'll be like, I push that to a scream essentially. So I think that's why I think we're kind of separating ourselves from our peers a little bit, because I think most people have more of that, Pierce the Veil, Beartooth type scream going on. Whereas you're right, I got that kind of Five Finger Death Punch, Pantera, yell scream shit going on. Or like, Breaking Ben, Chevelle. Like I would say those are like
Chevelle's a great comparison.
Chevelle is one of my all-time favorite bands. My bass player, Chad, he said, I fell in love with your voice the first time I heard you. We were playing as a trio. It was myself. One of my buddies was filling in, and Alan were playing a show at a dive bar. And he said, when I saw Lives Lost for the first time, I said, this is like Coheed and Cambria was fronted by Pete Loeffler for a night. And I think that's pretty accurate, honestly.
I mean, what a compliment.
Yeah, huge compliment. Huge. Yeah, I definitely feel like, in the grand scheme of things, I'm a tenor, right? But I'm not like a Vic Fuentes, Anthony Green type tenor. I'm more of a
Right.
Tino Moreno, Darren Malakian
Yeah,
type
yeah.
voice guy, you know?
I'm so curious right now. This is all running right over your head.
I
You
wasn't gonna
haven't
say
you
nothing.
haven't known a single thing we've
I
said.
thought we were just gonna nod and agree. That's what I was doing. Did I do a good job? You're like, yeah,
Great. I was like, she
absolutely.
really knows what's going on.
Yeah. I never do, you know?
So so your songwriting journey began at age 11? That's crazy young, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, man, I begged my mom for a guitar, and I just started messing around. Like at that time, I would say like my biggest influences bands were like Metallica, Nirvana, Fall Out Boy, All Time Low. So like trying to find some like common ground. Oh, and Jack Johnson and John Mayer. Trying to find some common ground in those genres was very hard. So
Right.
I couldn't really find a song that exactly like did what I wanted to do. So I kind of started writing bad songs very young. And I think all of those bad songs, though, have led me to where I am today, where I don't want to say I'm this hugely underrated, prolific songwriter or anything, right? But I do think like now I have like a formula
Mhm.
and I can bust a song out, you
Yeah.
know? But it's because I started writing so early because I wasn't hearing the music that I wanted to hear, you know?
Mhm.
I would argue songwriters are humble anyways, but I would argue prolific is a good way to describe style, especially on Numb the Pain. Like
Thank you.
that's a pretty prolific song. It digs deep, and I'm definitely going to get into the meaning behind some of those lyrics. But do you remember any of these early songs? Are there any that you still like
Do you have a
Yeah.
little
tucked
journal?
away?
Yeah, there's like so actually I'm gonna tell you something, and I haven't taught I think this is exclusive for you. Um I wrote Chin Up Kid a very long time ago, lyrically.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, it was originally with like very simple, and I'm hoping I'm not gonna clip everything here.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
But essentially, it was more like this time I'm not leaving. It was like more like monotone. It was
Okay.
about like not giving up on myself because I went into rehab and yeah, and not rehab for drugs, rehab for mental health rehab. But like I started penning those lyrics pretty early. I think I wrote that when I was like 15, 16, like the initial
Oh
like lyrics for that.
wow.
And then I wrote the song around it for my old metalcore band, Lasciate, in 2015. And nobody in the band liked it when I presented it in 2017. So I sat on it forever and just became a Lives Lost song. So
That's
What
yeah,
awesome.
what a name. What was it? Lasciante?
Lasciate. Yeah. It
Mm.
means to abandon or let go in Latin.
Oh, okay, okay.
Italian. Yeah. It's from Dante's Inferno. So it was a cool band name, but dumb because nobody would ever say it right.
Yeah.
But the first line Dante and Virgil see when they get to hell is Lasciate ogni speranza c'entrare votare, which means abandon all hope, ye who enter here. So
Also, what a high school like 17-year-old like I I guarantee you every
yeah,
like metal fan in high school was obsessed with Dante's Inferno. I
fact,
went through
fact.
that
Well,
like
because that
yeah.
game came out too. The video game adaptation came out when I was in
Yeah.
high school or middle school. Yeah.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I was obsessed with that. And I love poetry in general. So,
Right.
epic poems, very cool. I've read Beowulf, I've read the whole Divine Comedy, the Iliad, Love it. All of it.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Iliad. That's that one
Yep.
we were trying to remember the other day.
I thought about it the other day. I went to bed and I was like, the Iliad is what it is. That's
I
what
love
I
that.
read. That
Um,
one and the Odyssey.
So let's talk about Thrice, man.
Oh, God. How much time do we have, man? I don't know if we have enough time.
So how influential was Thrice in your journey as a singer? Because there are some definite like similarities that you're going for. You can tell that you're a fan. And
Yeah.
also how influential was it in forming Lives Lost? Because that had to come up at some point. You guys have there's a Thrice influence for sure.
Yeah, and there's some stuff that's not on streaming anymore that you'd be like, oh man, these guys just listened to every Thrice record and wrote shit, you know? Yeah, dude, that Thrice is one of those bands that like I'm gonna be so honest here right now. I slept on them so heavy as a kid. Like so heavy as a teenager, a kid. But when I became an adult, my first like, I don't know, big boy job outside of the restaurant industry was at the Antique Automobile Club of America, the AACA. And I had a coworker there, Mike Riley, and I love Mike. He's awesome. Really, everybody I worked with there, just such a special place in my heart. I started there as an office admin assistant and became the assistant librarian there, cataloging like old owners' manuals and
No
book literature on antique cars, which was super
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
But Mike, huge post-hardcore punk hardcore guy from Vegas. He was in some like prolific Vegas bands. He played shows with Thrice, and all those guys in that scene, you know, early Escape the Fate with Ronnie. Actually, Ronnie auditioned for his one band.
No shit.
Very cool dude. And he showed me all of these bands like right during COVID when I was really going through it. And I had already known the only record I knew and enjoyed by Thrice was To Be Everywhere is to Be Nowhere. And great record. But like at that time when I heard that, I heard when it first came out, I heard Black Honey, I think on Octane. And when I went back and listened to their old stuff, nothing sounded like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not listening to this, you know, at the time, younger me. But during COVID, I really like dove in, you know. And I actually found out I knew more Thrice than I thought I did. Like I knew All the World Is Mad. I already knew Artist in the Ambulance. Like I knew these songs, I enjoyed them, but like they weren't like in my regular rotation. I just knew them from being a kid and then being on video game soundtracks.
Right.
You know, because I'm a pretty avid gamer, or was, you know, when I was growing up. That's all I did when I wasn't wreaking havoc on the neighborhood was play video games. Like I wanted to go pro playing Call of Duty in high school. Like, and you could ask any of my friends, they'd be like, Tanis was so good at Call of Duty. I had like a 5-0 kill death ratio with like
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
crazy games played. But anyway, Thrice, yeah. So during COVID, I fell like completely in love with them. Honestly, maybe a little before COVID. And before Mike showed me, I started getting into them because I really like Dustin's voice and his solo stuff came across my alternative algorithm on YouTube. Yeah, anyway, Thrice, love Thrice. Every record, and I mean every record they've ever done has something special going on with it.
No,
Dustin is probably one of my favorite lyricists, definitely one of my favorite singers, and I think like a reason I fell so in love with them was because I related to his voice and lyrics a lot. And like I said, I'm not an Anthony Green tenor, you know. I can hit those notes, but like that's not where my natural range is. It's more where Dustin sings.
right.
You know, or,
like a almost like a baritone.
yeah, like in between a baritone and a tenor. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. So like I fell in love, yeah. Hard with all of their music. Visu's probably my favorite record from them. Although it's hard because I really love Artists in the Ambulance and I really love Beggars. Like, it's really hard for me to choose between those three records.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and you can hear a lot of that influence in Numb the Pain.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Numb the Pain lyrically. You kind of gave a little bit of insight to the mental health, right?
Yeah.
That definitely shows through in that song. But let's talk about like where you were in your personal life during writing that song. Let's dive deep.
So, like, over the past couple of years, and like kind of why I started Lives Lost was like Lasciate was touching on the surface of my mental health problems, right? But Lives Lost, I started this as a side project from that because I really wanted to I wanted to dive deep into my trauma and work through stuff that I was struggling to process as a person because I'm neurodivergent. I think I process emotions a lot differently. I'm ADHD. And just like the way that I view things isn't very similar to many people that I know, trust, confer, and so I've had to even therapists, I feel like I have yet to meet a therapist that I really meshed with and could work through some of the stuff that I just need to work through in my own way, if that makes sense.
Oh,
So
totally.
with this home EP, I kind of finally was like, I don't know if you listened to much of our discography, but our old songs, A Portrait of Loss, that EP was dealing with my first and second and last time involuntarily committed to the mental hospital. When I was underage with my final involuntary committal being my 18th birthday, my mom had me 302. And during that time, I had lost a dear friend, between that committal and dealing with some of these other emotions. And my 21st birthday, this friend died. So I had been penning all of these lyrics in my journal and how I was feeling. And it wasn't even lyrics. It was just words, that I got lyrics from, if that makes sense. I was
getting your thoughts out.
Yeah. I was journaling a lot and I took those personal notes and I wrote lyrics from them, and I processed that era of my life. That's what A Portrait of Loss was. The home EP, I didn't journal at all. I just reflected on okay, what childhood trauma have I noticed in my journey to become a better person and to be a better husband and a better band leader? What childhood trauma am I clinging on to that I need to work through? And the thing that stuck out to me was my definition of home and the different layers that went into my home life growing up. I had very young parents. My mom was 17 when she got pregnant with me and 18 when she had me. And my dad was 23 or 24. My mom was a emancipated adult and living on her own and stuff. When they met, I think working at the same restaurant or some shit. But they had me very young, right? My dad fresh out of jail, my mom, fresh and adult. And, throughout my early childhood and even my teen years, there's a lot of conflict in the household that I kind of felt alone to work through, and my grandparents played a very prominent role in raising me. But even with all of that, I never worked through the root cause of my issues, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I only worked surface level to survive. I did not deep dive to grow. So I am to grow and to be the person that I want to be as this band becomes more successful. I find that it's very important for me to nip a lot of bad habits and learn behavior in the bud, so that's what Home's about, track 1, Chin Up Kid. That's about my perseverance. And even though my parents were putting me down throughout my childhood and telling me oh, you'll never be a singer, you're sick of songwriting, who sings this song, stop singing it. There was just a lot of negativity that I think they thought was playful, but it really fucked with my head, and they always prioritized my sports over what I wanted to do, which was music. And that's what Chin Up Kid's about. It's persevering, picking and choosing to pick others up while you're persevering through that. And then track 2, Numb the Pain, that's about my 18 to 21, similar to A Portrait of Loss, honestly, in a lot of ways, where it was like I was self-medicating to numb myself any way that I could,
Mhm.
Adderall, Percocets, Oxy, specifically in that song, I refer to Oxy because I think out of everything that I did, that was like what I chased more was those, I don't know what the word painkillers, but like opiates. There we go.
Opiates.
Mhm.
Yep.
Never did heroin, knock on wood. Hopefully I never relapse or anything and turn down a worse path, But yeah, opiates and barbiturates, Zans, Perks, Oxy. I've been prescribed Ativan for forever, but I've actually never abused that. I do have panic attacks and anxiety, so I actually need medication. But I think when you're medicating that childhood trauma and dealing with all these big emotions, like to get through your day-to-day life, sometimes it's like, okay, I can't process this. Let me do something to take me out of where my brain wants to go.
Right.
So I spent many years doing that, and drinking so much, mostly liquor. I didn't really like beer until really this time around. I don't know what's different. But yeah, now beer and wine's the only thing I'll do. I just spent 9 months sober. And I decided like my problem is not with, beer and wine, it's with harder substances. And when I'm
Mhm.
drinking a beer or having a glass of wine, I'm not really thinking, oh, I could really use a shot of tequila with this. I'm
Right.
generally just enjoying it, right? I don't feel like I'm numbing myself with this. I feel like
Right.
this is just something that's like enhancing my social experience in the moment,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
if that makes sense. But yeah, Numb the
So
Pain's about that era of my life. And verse one, it starts off, I think I've lost my nerve. My mind's running in circles. You know, it's about that scattered brainness that I want to focus on one thing, but I got a million things going on. Like, how do I get out of my head?
right.
But when I look inside, what I see is this person that I don't like because I am numbing myself. And I do have shit that I have to work through.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's let these pills set me free. It takes you to the course that hook, medicate. I'll let the mirror lie, numb the pain. I close my eyes. Like same cycle every day. I look in the mirror. I say, fuck this. I'm not dealing with this. I'm popping pills. I'm drinking. I'm going to bartend, and then I'm drinking more, popping more pills when I'm off work. Like
Right. Right.
that song is my cycle. That was the cycle that I was in, and I feel like putting it on paper and putting it out into the world has really done something for me, like mentally. It's crazy.
No, I'm sure it's helping so many people
Yeah.
too. Like that song definitely resonated with me when I heard it. Our background, we definitely understand what you're going through. From the side of our father, going down a dark path and unfortunately not getting out of it.
Yeah,
So found, I assume, is about your lovely wife.
it is. Yeah, it's about my wife. Yeah,
I love that.
yeah, yeah.
She
And the
she named like,
transitional song between that, between
yeah,
I put the label in the label. I put the album in chronological order. So after Numb the Pain's that song Salt the Wound, which is
yes,
about saying like, okay, I'm fucked up in the head. There's shit that like literally doesn't work normal for me that would work normal for other people. I fucked up neurotransmitters. I'm neurodivergent. I got anxiety. I have some depression. Like I'm ADHD. I got to process that. And I got to say, while this cycle has constantly repeated in my family, it ends with me. And I either have to love my family for what they've done and who they are, or I have to say, fuck you. I can't believe you. Bye.
right,
Which
right,
is what Salt the Wound is. And then found complete polar opposite on that because I take that rage and I say, salt the wound. I'll crash my car, break me down. We all are who we are, right? And then the song ends on that the wound. And then right away, Found opens. I never knew somebody could see my bitterness, see the pain, the tears I cry. It's saying, like, even though I've salted the wound, I've crashed my car, I've taken all of my trauma, I've fucking dealt with it, or I've said goodbye to those people. Found is me saying, like, damn, despite of this whole record behind this, my wife has found me and said, I will take you for every piece of who you are, and I will love you.
Yeah.
And make you a better person. And that's what Found is about, you know? And I'm not saying, like, there aren't things that I still have to learn. I'm definitely not a perfect husband. You know, our marriage isn't perfect. And I want the world to know that, right? Nobody's marriage is perfect, right? But despite us being two imperfect people, we have found each other.
Mm-hmm.
We're working through things every day. We're choosing each other every day. She's loved my life. I could never do anything I'm doing without her. Right. And that's what Found is about. You know, she is my person. I found her. She is my light.
Yeah. Nah, dude, I love it. I love it.
I love love. There are tears in my eyes.
I love love too.
So, like we said at the top of the show, that's like the serious end of things. But now I want to ask some fun questions. The Green Mile or Misery? You only
Green Mile.
The Green Mile?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. I'm on the same page. No, the book. So Taylor is my co-host, and she doesn't know a whole lot of things.
First of all, that's crazy to put that on the internet. We can't fight right now. We can't fight right now. Taylor does know a lot of things.
That's true. That's true.
Taylor
knows
has
a lot
college
of
degree that she worked very hard for.
Taylor just doesn't research things beforehand. That's all me.
I show up for a good time. Like, I love to listen. You know what I mean?
I
also
can't
read.
She's learning all of these things about you for the first
time. And it's wonderful that way.
And I guarantee she's going to finish this show and she's going to go listen to home because she's super invested in this story.
I honestly thought that you meant the movie.
Well, so
are they not both movies?
They are, but they're Stephen King novels first.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So that's a good question. The book first. Are we going Green Mile still? Are we going with Green Mile for the movie also?
Green Mile both ways.
Okay, all right.
Michael Clark Duncan's performance alone.
Oh yeah,
so good. It's such a good movie.
It's such a great movie. It's a great book.
It is.
The whole thing.
Misery's good though. Don't get me wrong.
Misery is good.
I enjoy Misery a lot.
I've never seen
as a
Misery.
writer of any sort, Misery hits on a different level. Even in songwriting, you're still a writer, so like,
100%.
Different thing.
And I've had some weird stalker-esque situations in the past, you know.
Right.
Weirdly enough.
Can we not dive into that? Is that like
no? I don't.
Okay.
It's not even.
No, you're right.
They say once a door closes, it's best to keep it shut permanently.
That's what I was.
Agreed.
I watch a lot of Criminal Minds, so I've seen a lot of episodes. Stalking.
So
I love them.
Also, on that note, comic books. I know that you're into comic books.
I do.
Are you a Walking Dead Invincible fan?
Yes. So my dad would not let me read them until I was in junior year of high school. But he collected both. So
nice.
My go-to collection in high school was Deadpool and Cable and Deadpool and X-Force and Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. I've read all except for the one after Deadpool. What was that?
Cable and Deadpool?
Nope. After that.
Spider-Man.
Nope, not Spider-Man.
Oh.
X-Force.
Is that off branch of X-Men?
Yes. So X-Force is like CIA X-Men. So it's like Deadpool, Wolverine, Phantom X, Angel, and like a couple other people that have rotated through, but they're like special military ops X-Men.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Dude, X-Force is sick. You're gonna be like,
that's super sick.
So the next question, because I want us to play this, I have this super awesome, fun, spectacular game planned for us, and I'm worried that it may take a little longer, because I don't want to give too much away. Anyway,
Okay.
So what would be a dream collaboration for you if you got to collaborate with an artist? What would be like a dream collaboration for you?
Well, we just did Kellen Quinn, so that was one.
That was incredible. Sleeping with
Yeah.
Sirens. That's crazy.
That's one. Dustin Kensrue, Dallas Green, Johnny Craig. Those are like the three. And I would also say I'm gonna add a 4 and 5 in here. 4, Johnny Hawkins from Nothing More. I fucking love his voice. And 5, Shane Told from Silverstein.
I feel like Shane would be one that you could get. You know what I mean? Like Silverstein.
Yeah.
They're a legendary band, but they're on like if you're on the
He
belt
doesn't
curve,
do a
right?
lot of features.
Yeah, they're on like the down.
Are they? I feel like they're bigger than ever. I feel like that last record was so good. Misery Made Me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I just feel like I don't see them like on the big dockets.
I just don't think they ever got big dog status. You know,
Yeah.
and Shane will tell you that. You know, I don't know if you listen to his pod at all or if you stay up to date with Silverstein. I don't know where they're at in your echelon of musics, but he's like, you know, Silverstein's always been the underdog band.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
That's
I actually, believe it or not, played a show in Salem, Ohio back in 2016.
I don't know. We
I
don't talk
think
about Salem.
2015, 2016 with Starset. You don't know that.
love
but
Starset.
Isn't that crazy though? Like
That's crazy.
it was before they popped. They were just on it was like a local, like the sort of like the Johnny Appleseed Festival, but it was the Salem version. I forget what, like the Salem
Quaker,
Car show. Yes,
Quaker something, something.
So I played that, and they just out of nowhere were on the list.
Yeah.
It was wild, completely wild.
That's why I love the show.
So the other question I've got for you is an artist that you would tell the audience to look for, like an up and coming artist. Like you guys are on your way up, but who's somebody behind you that we should be looking out for?
So Much Hope Buried.
So Much Hope Buried. Okay.
Yeah, them and Heartbent.
Okay. All right. The last question is the classic question we ask all of our guests. The show is called the Hook and Bridge Podcast. I am the hook. Taylor is the bridge. When you're writing music, what is more important to you, the hook or the bridge of a song?
Hook, always the hook. But I will say something. As a musician, some of my favorite parts of my favorite songs is the bridge.
Yes.
See, that's what I'm saying.
The bridge of Hotel California, the solo.
For sure.
Yeah.
Bridge of Master of Puppets.
Oh my God.
The solo master part. Perfect.
The Bridge in One by Metallica.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
From my understanding of a majority of our guests, they just don't like writing bridges. Like that's their problem. That they
I think it's easier to write a good bridge than a good hook. I'm going to be so honest with you.
Really?
Yeah. Dude. Yeah.
I just feel like a majority of the guests we have on, they're like, no, like we would rather to write a hook.
Really difficult.
That's because their producer helps them write their hook. Don't worry.
I think that as a songwriter, it's hard to write a bridge lyrically.
Yeah.
But I can write a bridge pretty damn quick for like a melodic. Because you're just kind of following music theory at that point. You're just like, okay, well, it follows this.
Yeah.
So.
And sometimes bridges don't even need vocals, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like
I love a melodic
the bridge is the cheat code of the song because it doesn't have to fit the mold of the rest of the song.
Exactly.
You know? So
the bridge would let someone pet that.
I mean, my favorite like modern music bridge is A Day to Remember, Sometimes You're the Hammer, Sometimes You're the Nail.
Oh, wow.
That I reserve my right to feel uncomfortable. That honestly, I think that section's better than the hook of that song. And the hook of that song's good. That you want to take it away from me. Great. But that hook in the bridge, the lyrics in the bridge and the timing, chef's kiss.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yes.
You ready to dive into this game?
I'm nervous.
I'm ready.
This is Name That Tune. What's going to
Oh.
happen
Fun.
is you and Taylor are going to compete against each
Oh
other.
no.
And the screen is going to pop up with a section of lyrics.
Oh.
And you have to guess the song based on those lyrics.
How good are you at
damn.
reading? Like how quickly can you read something?
Well, I'm going
Uh,
to go back and forth. I'm going to let
Got it.
Tanis go first,
Yep.
and then we're
Okay.
going to.
I feel better.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm pretty quick reader.
I'm quick at reading, but then I have to comprehend it. Do you know what I mean? Like I can read it pretty quick.
Yeah.
I'm like,
All right, ready?
I feel
Here
like
we
I'm
go.
gonna be very bad at this game because I'm better with melodies than lyrics. But we'll see.
It's going to be a good one. You're going to have fun. All right. So coming in, and I
yeah.
started talking like we're doing a list.
yeah.
So Tanis is going to go first. So the
That's
lyrics
good.
are, "It's strange." I'm going to try. I have to try and do this without singing the song.
Yeah.
It's strange whenever I see a gun. I think about just how pretty you are and how it blows my fucking mind. Yeah, it blows my fucking mind.
Dude, this is gonna bother the shit out of me.
This is my favorite line from this song. It's crazy how well written this specific, like, what do you call? It's not a metaphor. Simile? No.
Simile has like
Onomatopoeia?
No, those are sounds.
Damn it. I
I
don't know. It's just really well crafted.
Illusion? No.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep,
Like
that's the word.
the idea of like, whenever I see a gun, I think of how pretty you are, and it blows my fucking, like, that
Yeah.
line is like him committing suicide. It's
Yeah.
just, it's such well crafted wordsmanship.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I should know this, and I'm just not even. It's not registering for me.
Oh, you're
So
gonna,
can
you're
you
gonna
sing
be-
it? Or not at all?
I wouldn't do it any justice, but
Okay.
you're gonna be really upset with yourself here in a second. That was,
It's-
of course,
Okay, Slipknot.
Slipknot's Cluster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna tell you something. I knew that was either a Corey Taylor lyric or a oh fuck, what's his name?
Jonathan Davis.
Yeah, Corn. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, I feel like I should know it.
All right, Taylor. This next one's you.
Okay.
You ready?
No.
All
Were
right.
these tailored to us?
Sort of.
Okay.
That's why I specifically said he was going first. I don't know why you ever would lie
I
to
know
me.
this one. That's fucking annoying.
Like I'm a little untrusting when I think
I
that
knew
the
this one
truth is
instantly.
gonna hurt you.
Oh no. What?
Can I tell you who it is? Well, I'll give you a chance.
She's gonna be so mad.
I'm gonna be so mad.
It's because I'm reading it without singing.
I know.
It's a really big part of it.
I know.
Taylor, I'm gonna let you cheat. I'm gonna let you cheat.
You're gonna
And
let me
I don't know why you ever would lie to me.
It's Matchbox 20.
It's
That was
Matchbox
incredible.
20.
Oh, thank you. I would have left being
It is Push by Matchbox 20.
Ryan Gosling.
We are giant Matchbox 20 fans.
Giant Matchbox 20 fans.
So Tanis,
Oh God, I know this one too, but I'm fuck.
if I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? For I must be traveling on now
I know it.
because there's too many places I've got to see.
Oh my God.
Maybe I don't.
I
know
will
it.
give you a hint. This is the most annoying song for any guitar player.
I know it. I think.
Most annoying song for any guitar player. That's tough.
Do you want me to let you cheat?
Yes.
If I leave here tomorrow, would
Oh,
you still remember me?
No, I'm blanking. I know it, but I'm blanking.
That would be Freebird.
That, yeah.
Oh, I'm scared.
By who?
Oh, don't embarrass me.
It's you got two choices.
I-
It's one or the other.
No, wait. Oh, I was just about to say Leonard Skinner too. You didn't pause it. Either Leonard Skinner or Led Zeppelin. can we dive into that real quick so that Tanis knows?
Sure.
So my brain comprehends the words Leonard Skinner and Led Zeppelin as the same band. Like for some reason in my head when I read them, I'm like, yeah, that's the same band, even though they're not. So whenever I go to say something, it's embarrassing because I'll be like, oh yeah, Freebird by Led Zeppelin, 100%.
Stop it.
All right, Taylor, this one's you.
This
This is
is my
my life. It's not what it was before. All these feelings I've shared.
Is this one that I should know?
This was like a hit or miss for you.
Is it like poppy?
No,
Oh,
it is not Bon Jovi.
I don't know. First of all, I wasn't singing it as Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi?
Bon Jovi. I was definitely singing it in like a Hillary Duff voice for some reason, and I was like, that doesn't feel right.
Let me sing it for you.
Okay.
This is my life. It's not what it was before.
Oh,
All
no
these
chance, brother.
feelings I've shared.
Not a chance.
No.
I have no idea.
Tanis for the steal?
It's not what it was before. All these feelings I've shared. It's Stained.
It's Stained. Come
Oh.
on, so far away.
You keep giving her everything I know, buddy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I know, right? Okay. Tanis, I can see inside you. The sickness is rising. Don't try to deny what you.
Wait. Don't you? Oh, Disturbed, Down with Sickness.
There we
I
go.
can see
That line made me feel icky.
The song is like
I guess I've never
you don't remember.
listened to
You don't
those
remember
lyrics.
getting me in trouble because of the section where he yells at his mom.
No, mommy, don't do it. Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Also,
wild.
can we
No
talk about
recollection.
David Draymond is like 55 now and still has to sing that. It's weird to have a man that old.
It's so cringe. No, it's not. It's real. It is, but it's not. I guess, it probably puts him back in his inner child. I get it. It's performative,
Yeah. It's just like eventually he's gonna be 70 and he has to sing that line. That's gonna be brutal, man. Or
Yeah,
like
it's gonna be
Aaron
brutal.
Lewis from Stained singing what the fuck is that song where he talks about his parents?
To my mother, for you.
For you, yeah. That's another one that's like, come on, man. It's been 35 years.
Get over it.
All
love
right. Next up, Taylor.
If you don't get this, Taylor, I just don't know.
No, I know it.
The lyrics are boom da da dum me ma da boom da da dum me ma.
Yeah. This is
Oh, come on, man.
oh no.
Boom da boom da boom.
I can't think of it.
We referenced it earlier.
It's Corn. It's Freak on a Leash.
Freak on a Leash. Shit.
I was literally singing it in my head.
And if it was boom dot rot dot dot dot, it'd be Twist. So no.
Yes. That's a great song. Dude, I love
Freak
Korn.
on the Leash is the only Corn song I know.
I love Corn so much.
Oh God.
All right. So the next one is Tanis. But we are two worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart when you say.
I think I know it.
What genre? Give me a hint.
This is pop from the 90s. Yes. This is pop from the 90s.
Is it not? It's not Celine Dion. It's
No.
It's
It's a group of young gentlemen.
It is a group of young gentlemen.
Oh, NSYNC.
Oh, you had 50-50 shots.
Yep, wrong boy band.
When you
You say I want it that way. Okay.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
All right, so that was Backstreet Boys.
It was Backstreet
I
Boys.
Want It That Way.
That's a great song.
Taylor.
Yeah. Wait.
Sorry, I should keep that one in.
I will be honest with you. I may have messed up a handful of the words. I was listening to the song and typing at the same time.
Can I go with Lives Lost?
Hey, you got one.
And
Congrats.
actually, these are perfect lyrics. You got it right.
Did I really?
Yeah, this person I hate staring back at me. Bells won't set me free. Medicaid, let the mirror light on the pain.
Yeah.
Close my eyes.
Harley and I were trying to decipher. I was in there
Yes.
while you were trying to decipher.
I was
I
like,
love
I
that.
think I got it, but I'm
Yeah.
not positive.
Also, Harley, I've been waiting all show to tell you this. My wife's name is also Harley.
Oh no shit.
I
Yeah.
love
Marvel
that.
top.
That's so fun.
That is fun.
Yeah,
Is she a cool Harley?
Obviously.
Well, yeah.
obviously. She's married to me. No, I'm just kidding.
So humble.
I can't wait to go out there and tell my wife that your name's Lindsay. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, so that was Lives Lost, Numb the Pain. Tanis for the steal and the kill at the end. Oh no, I'm sorry. There's one more after this one. The lyrics are, yeah, here we go for the 100th time. Hand grenade pins in every line. Throw them up.
Is
and
this
let
Papa
people
Roach?
shine. Going out of my fucking mind. It's not, but that's a great guess.
Is it Pod?
Oh, that's also a great guess, but no.
Cut my life into pieces.
You're in the
No.
right genre.
It's definitely new metal, and I recognize it. And I unfortunately all of their lyrics are. Wait. Is this Saliva?
Oh, again, so close, but
Wait.
no.
No, what's the other band? Saliva Pod. Fuck.
I will
Wait.
say Saliva's getting further away. Papa Roach was a lot closer.
Okay.
Here's
Papa
your
Roach.
hint. Yeah, here we go for 100th time. Hand grenade pins
Oh,
every
Linkin
line.
Park.
There we go.
Damn, I should have gotten that. I heard it in rap, which is why I was going where I was going with it. Like I heard the rap in my head.
It's my
Like-
favorite Linkin Park song. I love
I love
this.
that.
Dude, the guitar. So good.
Yeah.
All right. Linkin Park, Bleed It Out. Taylor,
Yeah.
for the finale.
The finale.
I have been waiting so long to present this to somebody. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside, we both know what's been going on. We know the game, and we're going to play it.
Can I have genre?
This is 80s.
Oh no. What do you mean?
He just memed you, bro.
I really did.
Like,
I was so excited. I'm so
I just
excited.
don't want you to give up on this, Taylor.
You should
I'm not-
never give up on this.
You should never give it up.
there
There you
That one?
go.
Yeah. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I didn't know that song had other lyrics.
Oh, come on.
Oh, hey, while we're on this subject, I'll shout them out. My buddies in Lyndhurst have the best pop punk cover of that song ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm definitely going to check that out.
I like his fun dancing in this video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took all of these little guys. I animated them. I was so excited.
That's awesome.
No, they're cute.
Oh,
That was
man.
fun. I liked that.
Okay, so.
Tanis and I did great.
Here we go. There we go.
I didn't do great, but
No, you did.
I mostly got your questions right.
I know. I feel like they were switched. I don't know.
Tanis, my man. Lives Lost is the band.
Yeah.
The new EP home.
Yep.
Like I said, I love Found, but I also really loved Numb the Pain. The whole thing, now knowing the story behind
Mhm.
each track, it puts so much depth into it. And
Mhm.
now I
Thank
love
you.
the entire EP, man. This is
I
fucking
appreciate that.
phenomenal. I know you have some dates coming up. You want to promote anything?
Oh God, we have so much coming up. We're out with Major Moment
Well, we have two festivals. We're at Never Early Fest in Baltimore, 531 and 6-7. We're in Hanover at Rock on the Hill with Until I Wake and Red Jumpsuit.
Hell yeah.
And then we're on 2 weekenders. When is this getting published?
This will be out Monday. This is the Memorial Day episode. right?
Actually, that's perfect because we dropped this announcement Monday. So 7-11, 7-10 to 7-13, we're out with Major Moment. Details available on our website. And we're about to announce that we're doing Ohio and Indiana with Crashing Atlas.
Oh, hell yeah.
Campaign
Fun.
Kerosene Tour. So, and the Major Moment Tour is PA, Baltimore, Virginia, and North Carolina. So,
Hey, we're in Virginia. I'll be seeing you.
I love that. We were actually just in Virginia last night. We were in Winchester.
Oh, man. If I had known.
Would have been.
uncured, yeah.
Hell yeah. Well,
We're gonna be in Banditos though. I think that's what we're playing.
Yeah, I'll make the trip. I'll definitely come out and see you guys. Hell yeah. Well,
Sounds
hey, man,
good.
thank you so much for being on the show
Yes,
today.
thank you.
And it was awesome, and you're welcome
Thank
back
you.
anytime.
Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate you having me. And, to all the Hook and Bridge folks out there, I hope you guys enjoyed my episode.
Hell yeah. I want to talk to you about some gaming next time.
Yeah, dude, let's do it again. Let's run it back. Actually, if we're doing gaming, I'll have to bring the other guys because they all game way more than I do at this point. No.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, have yourself a wonderful night, sir. And
Thank
tell
you,
Harley I
guys,
said
too.
what's up.
I will, Harley. See you, Harley and Taylor. Have a great night, guys.
See you,
Thanks, you
man.
too.
Peace.
Thanks.
All right.
How
So that was
fun.
Tanis from Lives Lost,
Woo.
everybody. You go ahead and end the show because I'm about to cough.
Okay. Coffee, coffee, cough. All right, everybody. If you liked today's episode, and I know that you did, subscribe or hit that. Hang on.
Bag it up.
Can we pause for a minute?
Hold up.
Hold up.
Hey.
Smoke weed every day. Anywho, all right, everybody. If you liked today's episode, and I know you did, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can be notified every time we post a new video.
Website's doing great. You should go check that
Fantastic.
out. There's a bunch of fun stuff on
Yeah.
there now. We've got an events page now. You can go
Yeah.
and see Taylor's live show
We're having an event.
on the 8th.
Yeah. And
of June.
before you come to Bohemian Amigos, make sure you go on their website and get some records for yourself using Hook and Bridge 15 to get that 15% off. They ship right to you.
Yeah, and that goes for anybody in the country. It's not.
Yeah, no, it's
You
yeah,
can get this deal wherever you're at and have
Anywhere.
your record shipped to your house.
it's wonderful.
Might as well take advantage of it
Really?
and get the 15%.
They got everything Sabrina Carpenter.
hmm
So go ahead and do that.
You can get all of the albums that we talk about on there.
Yeah.
So Hook and Bridge 15% off.
Heck yeah.
Bohemian Amigos online only. Yeah, that's the show, everybody. Come check out our live show. Really, really would appreciate it. Really need the
Yeah.
support.
Please.
And please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Really trying to get to 500 on that and our Instagram.
Okay.
So let's make that happen.
Let's
We're
do it,
so
guys.
close. So let's make it happen. All right, guys. It's been real. Peace.